Hi everyone and welcome. In today's lesson, we will have a look at how we will use Theorem 1 or its inverse in a practical example. So here we go. PR is a chord of the circle with center M. So here is our chord and the center of our circle is here at M. The radius MQ is perpendicular on chord PR. So the radius MQ is perpendicular on this chord PR. And it also intersects PR at N. So this point of intersection is called N and touches the circle at Q. And there it is. And then PR is equal to 120 centimeters. There we go. And then QN is equal to 20 centimeters. There we go. And MN is equal to X. Determine the length of the radius of the circle. Now we want to determine the length of this radius, but hang on, there's another one, it's called MP. So this MP and MQ are both radii because they start at the center and they go all the way to the circumference of the circle. Now what we want to do is we just quickly want to write that down because we want to see or show that we have identified our radii. So MQ is equal to MP and we write that both are radii. Now we are going to write this MQ in terms of X. Now that's quite easy because that part is X and this part is 20. So the entire radius is X plus 20. So let's write that down. MQ is equal to X plus 20. Now why do we want to do that? Because we have two radii. If we can determine this radius in terms of X, then we can just equate this radius with this radius, determine X, and then we can just take this X plus 20 and we have the real length of the radius. So here we go. Now I'm going to write first that PN is equal to 60 centimeters. Now PN is equal to 60. Now why did I do this? Because if I want to get this line in a right angle triangle, I want to make use of Pythagoras and therefore I need the length of two of the sides. Now the length of this side is X and the length of this side is 60. Now how do I know it's 60? Because this is a line that starts at the center. It is perpendicular on this chord and therefore yes, you got it, it bisects this chord. So we're going to write PN is equal to 60 centimeters and our reason for that is line from the center perpendicular to chord. We used this abbreviation because that is what was given to us. Okay, we are given a line that was drawn from the center perpendicular on a chord. Therefore, it bisects the chord and we will know the length of this part. Okay, so now we're up to here. Now I'm going to use Pythagoras because I've got the length of this side, I've got the length of that side as X, so I can determine the hypotenuse in terms of X. So to get the hypotenuse MP, I'm just going to write MP squared is equal to PN squared, which is the base here, plus MN squared, which is the height here. Okay, now I do substitution and I write MP squared is equal to, in the place of PN squared, I write 60 squared. In the place of MN, I write X squared. And then we just kind of do this. So MP squared is equal to 3,600 plus X squared. And to get MP, I'm going to square root this side, I'm going to square root this side, and MP is equal to the square root of 3,600 plus X squared. Now we cannot simplify this any further because these are two terms, so we cannot get the square root of two terms. Okay, otherwise we'll just move back to here. Now this is MP's length. And now we know that MP is equal to the square root of 3,600 plus X squared. We know that MQ is X plus 20. So we are just going to equate the two because both are radii. So here we go. The square root 3,600 plus X squared is equal to X plus 20. And now you know what to do from algebra. This is surd, so we're going to isolate the surd, which it is, and then we're going to put both sides into brackets and square it. We're going to put this in brackets and square it, and we get 3,600 plus x squared is equal to, first times first is x squared, first times second times 2 is 40x, because this is a product of two binomials, right? And then second times second is plus 400. And now I'm going to just simply move all my constants to this side and all my x's to that side, and I end up with x squared minus this x squared is 0. I'm going to have plus 40x, and this plus 400 I'm going to move to that side. It becomes minus 400, and 3,200 is equal to 40x. Then I divide with this coefficient on this side, and 3,200 divided by 40 gives us 80, so x is equal to 80. Now, since I know x is 80, and I plus this 20, I know the length of my radius. So I'm going to write MQ is equal to 80 plus 20, and MQ is equal to 100. And remember, this is a radius as well as MP, so I can write it's also equal to MP. So my radii is equal to 100 centimeters. And that is it. See you again next time. Bye.